Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 after a couple of false starts with the recordings going missing, so I'm just doing them again. So this week we're doing theories of crime. There's 4 parts. Gives you a bit of time to get up and go for a bit of a walk around, have a drink, make a coffee or whatever. But today we're going to talk about theories. So theories are very good for the nerdy types. Some people really love theories. And it's something that you're really going to have to get used to because you're going to hear and learn quite a bit about theories. Researchers like to test theories against real life crimes and criminals. So you need to have a really good understanding of the theories and what they are suggesting to you. They're really important because they help you to explain why people do what they do. And it answers that most important question in life of why. Why doesn't my mummy love me? Why is there someone sitting outside drinking coffee? So that is what theory is, an explanation of why. And that's what criminology is all about. Why did someone commit a crime? Why did Ivan Milat kill all those backpackers? Why did Martin Bryant shoot all those people at Port Arthur? But we'll also look at why people might give a false confession. Why would someone do that? We use theories to explain the why. So in this lecture, we're going to talk about 6 major psychological theories after we've dissected what a theory is. And these are all theories that are relevant to crime. We've only got so much time, so we can't look at them in great depth because you'll do this in second year across 2 subjects, sociological and psychological theories of crime, which are both separate and are really, really interesting. So let's move on first of all to what is a theory. Well, an academic can't just come up with a theory. They need to use the existing evidence to develop a theory or argument about why things happen. How is jealousy related to control and perhaps violence so that you can make a prediction of what will happen? What are the risks of someone committing a crime? So if you can find out the background, then you can make a prediction. Think about people weighing up the risk of being caught against the reward that they might get. Then we can think about rational choice and the rational choice that people will make to decide whether to commit a crime or not. If we can then apply that to a specific crime, time and location, we can put things into place to prevent it. So this is why we need theories, to understand and explain why. But that's not enough. We can say why, but we then need to use that information to go into much more depth. If we say that rational choice is a valid theory, then we can start finding out why and taking preventative steps in many locations to stop the crime. But then once we've done that, we need to test it by looking at how crime changes after the prevention. So this is the third point there. Researchers test the predictions and to see if their confidence in the theory that they've come up with has been strengthened or weakened. So this allows us to, you can see my little notes down the bottom, there they go. So this helps us to understand crime from different perspectives. See, I've had to redo these quickly, there we go. So no one theory is going to explain everything. So one theory might be able to explain violence, but not property crime, because they operate on different levels in society too. So at the societal level, we're looking at some of these theories here. This asks questions about society. So we might think about something that happens in the US that is different to Australia. Think about gun laws and shootings, for example. So Merton's strain theory is all about how society puts pressure on individuals to reach the acceptable goals, like having a job and owning a house. And when people are not able to achieve this financial status or wealth, because let's face it, not everybody can, they may turn to crime. So if you live in a disadvantaged neighbourhood without the same opportunities to achieve financial wealth, then you may turn to crime to reach the goal. The Chicago School, developed in Chicago obviously, found big differences within the city. The belief that an individual is shaped by the physical environment rather than on an individual level can cause social problems. So they divided the city into zones. You would have the CBD or the inner city, and then the outer CBD around the city, and then move out to the suburbs and rural and so on. So in the city, you might have really big building apartments, like building apartments around you that could have a really transitory population. You can live there and not know the people who are around you, and so crime could be more likely to happen. So rapid population growth can lead to social problems if the infrastructure, such as homes and jobs, are not available. And this is where broken windows theory came from this. And then you've got Sutherland's differential association theory, which is a more individual theory that talks about the fact that criminal behaviour is learned from people like your friends and family. It's learned while you are having interaction with other people in a process of communication. So the process and the principal part of the learning occurs within intimate personal groups. So when this criminal behaviour is learned, the learning includes techniques of committing the crime, which are sometimes really complicated and sometimes really simple, the specific direction of motives, drives, rationalisations and attitudes. And there's many more things to Sutherland's differential association theory that you will learn going through. So that was just some of the major points and parts of it. Psychological theories tend to concentrate on these two levels. So this little graph is like the layers of an onion where you're peeling it all away. It moves out to the societal level from the individual. In this course, we're going to mainly focus on the individual and group level and not get out too far from the middle there. Okay, so that's the end of part one. Really quick and easy little introduction, and go off and have a pee or whatever and come back and you will find part two.